Develop a strong mindset. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have. It can either be your greatest weapon or your biggest enemy. Everything starts in the mind. If you believe you can achieve something, you'll find a way to make it happen. If you believe you're not good enough, you'll sabotage yourself before you even start. Your mindset determines your success. Many people think success is all about talent, luck, or having the right resources. But the truth is, it all comes down to how you think. The most successful people in the world weren't born with an advantage. They built a strong mindset that helped them push through obstacles, failures, and self-doubt. Why is mindset so important? Your mindset affects every aspect of your life: how you handle challenges, how you deal with failure, and how you react to setbacks. People with a weak mindset give up easily, make excuses, and doubt themselves. But people with a strong mindset find solutions, push through failures, and stay committed no matter what. There are two types of mindsets. Fixed mindset. People with a fixed mindset believe that their abilities, intelligence, and talents are set in stone. They think, I'm just not good at this, or I'll never be able to do that. As a result, they avoid challenges and stay in their comfort zones. Growth mindset. People with a growth mindset believe that abilities can be developed through effort and learning. They see challenges as opportunities to grow. They tell themselves, I may not be good at this yet, but I can learn. The key to success is developing a growth mindset. You must train your mind to believe that you can improve no matter where you start. How to develop a strong mindset? 1. Control your thoughts. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you constantly tell yourself, I'm not good enough, or this is too hard, you'll create a mental barrier that stops you from succeeding. Instead, start replacing negative thoughts with positive and empowering ones. Tell yourself, I am capable, I can figure this out, and I have what it takes. 2. Embrace challenges instead of avoiding them. Most people avoid challenges because they fear failure. But the truth is, challenges make you stronger. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. Instead of running from difficulties, embrace them. The more challenges you overcome, the stronger your mindset becomes. 3. Learn from failure instead of fearing it. Failure is not the end, it's a lesson. Every successful person has failed at some point. Walt Disney was fired from his first job because his boss thought he lacked creativity. Oprah Winfrey was told she wasn't fit for television. Elon Musk's first few companies struggled before he built Tesla and SpaceX. The difference between successful and unsuccessful people is simple. Successful people learn from failure and keep going. 4. Surround yourself with the right people. The people you surround yourself with shape your mindset. If you're constantly around negative, pessimistic people, their mindset will affect you. But if you surround yourself with motivated, ambitious, and positive people, their energy will push you to grow. Find mentors, read books, and listen to people who inspire you. 5. Train your mind like a muscle. Just like physical fitness, mental fitness requires training. You don't build a strong body by going to the gym once. You build it through consistent effort. The same goes for your mindset. Feed your mind with positivity, practice self-discipline, and constantly challenge yourself. 6. Develop unshakable self-confidence. Confidence isn't something you're born with, it's something you build. The more you take action, the more confident you become. Confidence grows when you push yourself beyond your comfort zone. You start believing in yourself even before you see results. 7. Stay consistent no matter what. A strong mindset means staying consistent even when things get tough. There will be days when you feel tired, discouraged, or unmotivated, but discipline is what keeps you going. Winners don't quit when things get hard. They push through and keep moving forward. The power of mindset. Your thoughts shape your actions, and your actions shape your future. If you want to achieve great things, you must first train your mind to believe it's possible. A strong mindset will help you overcome any obstacle, push past self-doubt, and stay focused on your goals. The only limits in life are the ones you place on yourself. If you believe in yourself and stay committed, there is nothing you can't achieve. Take responsibility for your life. One of the most powerful things you can do is take full responsibility for your life. Many people go through life blaming others, their circumstances, their past, their family, their boss, or even luck for where they are. But the truth is, Your life is in your hands. The moment you stop blaming external factors and start taking responsibility, you regain control over your future. Taking responsibility means accepting that your actions, decisions, and mindset shape your reality. It means realizing that while you can't control everything that happens to you, you can control how you respond. People who take full responsibility don't make excuses, they focus on solutions. They don't waste time complaining, they take action. Why do people avoid responsibility? Many people avoid taking responsibility because it's easier to blame something or someone else. Here's why: blaming others feels comfortable. When things go wrong, it's easier to say, "It's not my fault." Blaming others removes the pressure to change. Fear of failure. If you take full responsibility, it means admitting that if you fail, it's on you. Many people fear this, so they avoid it. Lack of self-confidence. Some people don't believe they have the power to change their lives, so they convince themselves that their circumstances are permanent. A victim mindset. Some people fall into the habit of thinking life is unfair and that nothing they do will change their situation. But here's the reality: blaming others keeps you stuck. It makes you powerless. On the other hand, when you take responsibility, you take back control. You realize that you can change, improve, and move forward. How to take responsibility for your life? 1. Stop making excuses. Excuses are just lies we tell ourselves to avoid taking action. If you catch yourself saying, "I don't have time," "I don't have the resources," or "I'm not lucky enough," stop and ask yourself, is this really true? Or is this just an excuse? Most of the time it's an excuse. The most successful people in the world had challenges too, but they found a way. 2. Own your decisions and actions. Everything in your life is a result of the choices you've made, good or bad. If you're not happy with where you are, instead of blaming others, ask yourself, what can I do to change this? Taking responsibility means admitting when you've made mistakes and learning from them. 3. Focus on what you can control. There will always be things in life that you can't control: the economy, the weather, other people's opinions. But what you can control is your effort, your attitude, and your actions. Instead of wasting energy on things you can't change, focus on what you can do right now to improve your situation. 4. Change your mindset from victim to leader. People with a victim mindset believe that life happens to them. They think they are powerless. But people who take responsibility see themselves as leaders of their own lives. They know that life doesn't happen to them, they create their own path. Shift your mindset from "why is this happening to me?" to "what can I do to change this?" 5. Stop waiting for someone to save you. No one is coming to save you. Not the government, not your boss, not your family. If you want a better life, you have to create it yourself. The moment you stop waiting and start taking action is the moment your life changes. 6. Learn from your mistakes. Taking responsibility doesn't mean being perfect. It means admitting when you're wrong, learning from your mistakes, and growing. The most successful people fail often, but they take responsibility, adjust, and keep moving forward. 7. Take action every single day. It's not enough to accept responsibility, you must act on it. Taking responsibility means waking up every day and asking, what can I do today to get closer to my goals? Even small actions add up over time. The power of taking responsibility: when you take full responsibility for your life, you become unstoppable. You stop waiting for permission, stop making excuses, and stop wasting time. You become the driver of your own success. Take responsibility for your life. One of the most powerful things you can do is take full responsibility for your life. Many people go through life blaming others, their circumstances, their past, their family, their boss, or even luck for where they are. But the truth is, your life is in your hands. The moment you stop blaming external factors and start taking responsibility, you regain control over your future. Taking responsibility means accepting that your actions, decisions, and mindset shape your reality. It means realizing that while you can't control everything that happens to you, you can control how you respond. People who take full responsibility don't make excuses, they focus on solutions. They don't waste time complaining, they take action. Why do people avoid responsibility? Many people avoid taking responsibility because it's easier to blame something or someone else. Here's why: blaming others feels comfortable. When things go wrong, it's easier to say, "It's not my fault." Blaming others removes the pressure to change. Fear of failure, if you take full responsibility, it means admitting that if you fail, it's on you. Many people fear this, so they avoid it. Lack of self-confidence. Some people don't believe they have the power to change their lives, so they convince themselves that their circumstances are permanent. A victim mindset. Some people fall into the habit of thinking life is unfair and that nothing they do will change their situation. But here's the reality: blaming others keeps you stuck. It makes you powerless. On the other hand, when you take responsibility, you take back control. You realize that you can change, improve, and move forward. How to take responsibility for your life? 1. Stop making excuses. Excuses are just lies we tell ourselves to avoid taking action. If you catch yourself saying, I don't have time, I don't have the resources, or I'm not lucky enough, stop and ask yourself, is this really true, or is this just an excuse? Most of the time, it's an excuse. The most successful people in the world had challenges too, but they found a way. 2. Own your decisions and actions. Everything in your life is a result of the choices you made, good or bad. If you're not happy with where you are, instead of blaming others, ask yourself, what can I do to change this? Taking responsibility means admitting when you've made mistakes and learning from them. 3. Focus on what you control. There will always be things in life that you can't control: the economy, the weather, other people's opinions. But what you can control is your effort, your attitude, and your actions. Instead of wasting energy on things you can't change, focus on what you can do right now to improve your situation. 4. Change your mindset from victim to leader. People with a victim mindset believe that life happens to them. They think they are powerless. But people who take responsibility see themselves as leaders of their own lives. They know that life doesn't happen to them. They create their own path. Shift your mindset from why is this happening to me to what can I do to change this. 5. Stop waiting for someone to save you. No one is coming to save you. Not the government, not your boss, not your family. If you want a better life, you have to create it yourself. The moment you stop waiting and start taking action is the moment your life changes. 6. Learn from your mistakes. Taking responsibility doesn't mean being perfect. It means admitting when you're wrong, learning from your mistakes and growing. The most successful people fail often, but they take responsibility, adjust, and keep moving forward. 7. Take action every single day. It's not enough to accept responsibility. You must act on it. Taking responsibility means waking up every day and asking, what can I do today to get closer to my goals? Even small actions add up over time. The power of taking responsibility: when you take full responsibility for your life, you become unstoppable. You stop waiting for permission, stop making excuses, and stop wasting time. You become the driver of your own success. Life is short. You can either spend it blaming others and making excuses, or you can take control, take action, and build the future you want. The choice is yours. Life is short. You can either spend it blaming others and making excuses, or you can take control, take action, and build the future you want. The choice is yours. Stay consistent and never give up. Starting something is easy. Anyone can begin a new project, set a goal, or dream about success. But the real challenge lies in staying consistent and pushing forward when things get tough. Success is not about occasional bursts of effort. It's about daily disciplined action, even when motivation fades. Many people start with enthusiasm, but the moment they face obstacles, they slow down or quit altogether. Why? Because they expect quick results, and when they don't see immediate success, they lose patience. But the truth is, great things take time. The most successful people in the world didn't achieve their dreams overnight. They stayed consistent, worked through failures, and refused to give up. Why is consistency so important? Consistency is the key to mastery. Whether you're building a business, learning a new skill, or improving your health, small daily actions add up over time. Think about a gym workout. Going once a month won't change your body, but going consistently, even if it's just for 30 minutes a day, will transform your fitness over time. Success works the same way. If you want to build a business, writing a single post, making one sale, or running one ad won't make you successful. But doing it every single day, even on days when you don't feel like it, will create momentum and bring results. The common struggles of staying consistent. Many people struggle with consistency because of lack of motivation. They rely on motivation, which comes and goes. Impatience, they want fast results and get discouraged when progress is slow. Fear of failure, they stop when they face setbacks instead of learning from them. Distractions, social media, entertainment, and other temptations steal their focus. Self-doubt, they question themselves and lose belief in their ability to succeed. But here's the truth, the only way to overcome these struggles is to keep going. The most successful people have bad days too. They feel tired, uninspired, and doubtful at times. But they show up anyway. How to stay consistent and keep going? 1. Focus on the process, not just the results. Many people quit because they're too focused on results instead of the journey. Success doesn't happen overnight, it's a process. Instead of obsessing over the outcome, focus on building daily habits that will get you there. If you're starting a business, focus on making one sale at a time. If you're trying to get fit, focus on showing up at the gym every day. The results will come naturally if you stay consistent. 2. Create a routine and stick to it. Discipline is what separates winners from quitters. If you only work on your goals when you feel like it, you'll never reach them. The secret to consistency is creating a routine and sticking to it no matter what. Make a schedule, set clear goals, and treat your commitments like non-negotiable appointments. 3. Develop mental tonus. Life will test you. You will face failures, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But the people who succeed are the ones who refuse to quit. Train your mind to be resilient. Instead of seeing failures as reasons to stop, see them as lessons that make you stronger. 4. Take small steps every day. You don't have to make huge leaps to make progress. Small, consistent steps are more powerful than big, irregular bursts of effort. If you improve by just 1% every day, by the end of the year, you'll be 37 times better than when you started. The key is to keep moving forward, even if progress feels slow. 5. Hold yourself accountable. If you struggle with consistency, find a way to hold yourself accountable. Tell a friend about your goals, join a community, or track your progress in a journal. The more accountable you are, the harder it is to quit. 6. Learn to adapt and keep moving. Sometimes things won't go as planned. You might need to adjust your strategy, learn new skills, or take a different approach. But never let obstacles stop you completely. Be flexible, adapt, and keep moving forward. 7. Remind yourself why you started. When things get hard, go back to your why. Why did you start this journey? What is your ultimate goal? Reminding yourself of your purpose will give you the strength to push through difficult times. The power of never giving up. Success is not for those who start fast and quit. It's for those who keep going, even when no one is watching. If you commit to staying consistent and never giving up, there is nothing you cannot achieve. We all have dreams, we all have goals, but the difference between those who succeed and those who don't is simple action. Many people wait for the perfect time, but the truth is there is no perfect time. If you want something, you have to get up and get it done. Today I want to talk about why taking action is the key to success and how you can push yourself to overcome excuses, fear, and procrastination. Stop waiting for the right moment. One of the biggest traps people fall into is waiting for the right moment to start something. We tell ourselves, I'll start when I have more time, I'll do it when I feel ready, or once the situation is perfect, then I'll begin. But here's the truth, there is no perfect moment. Life will always throw challenges in your path. There will always be responsibilities, doubts, and distractions. If you keep waiting for the stars to align, you may end up waiting forever. The most successful people in the world didn't wait for the perfect conditions. They took action despite the odds. They understood that starting is more important than waiting. Think about this. When you plant a tree, you don't wait for the best weather of the year, the ideal soil, and the perfect tools. You plant the seed, water it, and nurture it, knowing that growth takes time. The same goes for your goals. If you wait until everything is just right, you may never begin. Taking the first step, no matter how small, is the key to progress. Another common excuse is, I don't feel ready. But let me ask you this, when have you ever felt completely ready for a big change in your life? Whether it's starting a business, pursuing a new career, or even learning a new skill, there will always be uncertainty. Readiness comes with action. The more you do, the more confident and prepared you become. Let's look at some real-life examples. Many of the world's greatest entrepreneurs, athletes, and leaders started when they were uncertain and unprepared. Oprah Winfrey, for example, didn't wait until she had everything figured out before stepping into the media world. Elon Musk didn't have a detailed roadmap when he launched Tesla and SpaceX. He took risks, made mistakes, and learned it along the way. If these people had waited for the perfect moment, they wouldn't be where they are today. So, instead of waiting, take action. Even if it's a small step, do something today that moves you closer to your goal. Whether it's making a phone call, writing down a plan, learning a new skill, or simply getting started, progress begins the moment you stop waiting. The truth is, action creates momentum. The more you move forward, the more doors open for you. Opportunities don't come to those who wait. They come to those who act. You don't have to be perfect to start, but you do have to start to be perfect. So stop waiting, stop overthinking, and stop making excuses. Your time is now. Conquer fear with action. Fear is one of the biggest obstacles that holds people back from achieving their dreams. It whispers in your ear, telling you that you're not good enough, that you might fail, or that people will judge you. Fear convinces you to stay in your comfort zone where everything feels safe and familiar. But the reality is, if you let fear control your life, you will never grow, never improve, and never reach your full potential. The best way to conquer fear is not by avoiding it, but by facing it head-on with action. Every time you take action, no matter how small, you weaken fear's grip on you. Fear thrives on inaction. It gets stronger the more you hesitate, overthink, and delay. But when you step forward, when you do the thing that scares you, you prove to yourself that fear is nothing more than a mental barrier. You think about learning to ride a bicycle. At first you're afraid of falling, your legs shake and your heart races. But the moment you push the pedals and start moving, you begin to realize that balance is something you learn by doing, not by thinking about it. The more you ride, the more confident you become. The same principle applies to public speaking, starting a business, pursuing your goals, or making a life-changing decision. The more you take action, the more fearless you become. Let's talk about failure, one of the biggest fears people have. Many people avoid taking action because they are afraid of failing. But here's the truth: failure is not the opposite of success, it is part of success. Every successful person has failed multiple times before reaching their goals. Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, missed more than 9,000 shots in his career. He lost nearly 300 games. But he didn't let those failures stop him. He kept taking action. And that's what made him great. Another great example is Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb. He failed thousands of times before he got it right. When asked about his failures, he didn't see them as mistakes, he saw them as lessons. He famously said, "I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that waste time." Imagine if he had let fear stop him. The world might not have had the electric light bulb when it did. Fear is often just an illusion, a worst-case scenario that exists only in your mind. It magnifies problems and makes them seem bigger than they really are. But the moment you take action, you realize that things aren't as scary as they seemed. Now think about a time when you were afraid to do something but did it anyway. Maybe it was giving a speech, taking an exam, or trying something new. How did you feel afterward? More often than not, you felt relieved, proud, and even empowered because you pushed through your fear. That's the power of action. The more you act in the face of fear, the stronger and more confident you become. One of the best ways to break fear is by taking small steps. If you're afraid of starting a new business, don't focus on the big picture. Just take one small step today, like researching your industry or writing down your ideas. If you're scared of public speaking, start by practicing in front of a mirror or a small group of friends. Small actions build momentum, and before you know it, fear loses its power over you. Fear will always be there. It's part of being human. But instead of letting it control you, use it as a signal that you're about to grow. Fear means you're stepping into something new, something bigger than yourself. And the only way to overcome it is to take action. Overcome procrastination. Procrastination is the silent dream killer. It sneaks up on you, making you believe that you have plenty of time. It whispers, you can do it tomorrow, you're not ready yet, or it's not urgent right now. But the problem is, tomorrow turns into next week turns into next month, and before you know it, years have passed, and your goals are still just ideas. The truth is, procrastination is nothing but an excuse disguised as logic. It tricks you into thinking you're waiting for the right moment, when in reality, you're just avoiding discomfort. Success doesn't come from thinking about doing something, it comes from actually doing it. Why do we procrastinate? Most people procrastinate because of one or more of the following reasons. Fear of failure. You're afraid that if you start, you might fail, so you put it off. Perfectionism. You want everything to be perfect before you begin, so you keep delaying. Lack of motivation. You don't feel inspired, so you keep waiting for motivation to magically appear. Feeling overwhelmed. The task seems too big, so instead of taking small steps, you do nothing. Distractions, social media, Netflix, and endless scrolling keep you from doing what truly matters. The problem is, procrastination doesn't just delay your work, it increases stress, lowers self-esteem, and steals opportunities. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to start. How to overcome procrastination? 1. Just start. Even if it's small, the hardest part of anything is starting. Your brain often exaggerates how difficult something will be. But once you start, you realize it's not as bad as you thought. Tell yourself, I'll just do it for 5 minutes. More often than not, once you begin, you'll keep going. 2. Break it down into small steps. Big goals can feel overwhelming. Instead of looking at the whole mountain, focus on taking one step at a time. If you need to write a report, don't aim to finish it in one sitting, just start with the first paragraph. Small steps create momentum, and momentum destroys procrastination. 3. Stop waiting for motivation. Motivation is unreliable. You won't always feel like doing the work, but discipline is what gets things done. The secret of high achievers is that they take action even when they don't feel like it. Once you develop the habit of taking action, motivation will follow. 4. Use the 5-second rule. Mel Robbins, a well-known motivational speaker, developed the 5-second rule to beat procrastination. It's simple. The moment you think about doing something, count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then do it. This prevents your brain from talking you out of it. 5. Remove distractions in today's world. Distractions are everywhere. Your phone, social media, TV, notifications. If you want to overcome procrastination, create a work-friendly environment. Put your phone on silent, use productivity apps, and set specific time blocks for focused work. 6. Set deadlines and hold yourself accountable. A task without a deadline will always get postponed. Give yourself clear deadlines and stick to them. If needed, tell a friend or mentor about your goals so they can hold you by ear. 7. Reward yourself for progress. Make progress fun. When you complete a task, reward yourself. Watch an episode of your favorite show. Go for a walk or treat yourself to something nice. Rewards reinforce positive behavior and make it easier to stay consistent. The power of taking action. Remember, perfection is the enemy of progress. Many people wait until everything is perfect before they start, but perfection never comes. Successful people take imperfect action and improve along the way. The longer you wait, the more opportunities you lose. Instead of saying, I'll start tomorrow, say I'll start now. Even if it's just a small step, progress is always better than standing still.